What's up, awesome YouTubers? Around 1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you guys, and today is going to be a different video. Normally I'm doing movie related videos, horror movie related videos, which I love to do, but video is going to be more of a video that I can reflect on and go back and watch years later. Because I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years. It's going to be coming up this year, and I've had a lot of amazing experiences, some negative, but a lot of amazing experiences on YouTube. And so I want to make this video mostly for me, but if you guys watch the video and you enjoy it, definitely let me know. I've grown quite a bit since I started making YouTube videos, personality-wise, video-wise. And this video is going to be talking about 4 years of me being a gay man since I've come out in my coming out video, which that was my big announcement to kind of the world when it comes to YouTube and you guys watching, that I was gay and that I am gay. And it was also kind of an announcement for a lot of people in my life, friends and family. You know, I told some family and friends before I made the video that I was gay, but it was a big announcement when I made that video. So, and I'll leave that video down below in the description if you want to go back and watch if you've never seen it. If you're a new YouTuber of mine within the past 4 years and you've not seen that, definitely go check it out. I'll leave it, like I said, in the link below, or in the description below. But overall, the past 4 years have been amazing. I've had so much support from family, friends, YouTubers, and I'm really thankful for that. I didn't have a lot of negative comments or negative feedback when I came out. It was a lot of people being so positive and supportive, and I love that, and I really appreciate everybody who has supported me. I love the fact that I don't have to hide my sexuality, that I could be free and be who I am. That is the best thing, because it was eating me up inside up until the point that I made that video, and up until the point where I told myself that I was gay. I literally looked in a mirror, and before I told anybody else, looked in the mirror and I said I was gay, and I cried. But it was a positive moment in my life, and that's when things really changed, and then telling everybody obviously even changed for the better. So that was awesome. But yeah, so thank you for the support. If you're watching this and you've watched my videos within the past 4 years or even before that, and then you saw my coming out video, thank you for your support, guys. That means a lot to me. But I do want to talk about kind of me growing up, and in the back of my mind, even though I didn't know the actual term or the word gay, I always knew I liked boys. I didn't know what it was, you know, especially being a 5-year-old, you know, I didn't know, you know, what the word gay was until I grew up. And it was probably maybe high school when I fully understood it. And I'll talk about that in a minute, talk about school. But I remember the first sign that I liked guys, or I liked boys, when I was 5 years old. That was like one of the first times I ever really had the signs of attraction when it comes to guys. And I remember watching the movie Teen Witch, which is one of my favorite movies, and being really attracted to the guy in the movie, the character of Brad. That was the first time I really kind of, you know, saw a guy and I was attracted to him. Again, back then I didn't know what it was. I just knew I was attracted. And then throughout the years, it was a thing of, you know, every so often I'd see a guy out in public, or I'd see a guy on a movie or a TV show, and I thought he was attractive. So going into school, mostly going into middle school, and, you know, moving back to Kentucky, which I've moved off and on my whole life here in Kentucky. Going into middle school was very tough for me. The 2 years I was there, I was picked on a lot. It was either the way my voice sounded, it was the way I looked, it was because, you know, people thought I was too big, you know, whatever, or they didn't like the way my hair looked. That was hard for me. And then, you know, I remember the first time guys saying, you know, that I was gay, and they were picking on me because of that. And back then, again, I didn't know fully what the word gay meant at all. I was just, you know, somebody that they picked on, and they assumed that I was gay. And that was tough for me. Those 2 years were very, very tough for me, and I'm kind of some my eyes are watering a little bit. I'm not going to try to cry in this video. I don't want it to be a negative video the entire time, because I am a very positive person, but, you know, there's some stuff in my past that have really hurt. That really hurt me. But middle school was rough. Middle school was the worst for me. I did not like middle school, and I remember there was a lot of times I didn't go. I would be sick or something would happen. I remember going to the counselor's office so many times because I didn't want to be in class. But yeah, there was a lot of guys that picked on me because of that, because they assumed I was gay. And that was tough. That was a very, very hard 2 years of my life, and I did not like middle school. I had friends, you know, but that was a tough time. Going into high school was kind of a positive and negative experience. But the first 2 years I was here in Kentucky. My dad was in the military, and, you know, I saw the same guys and everything, but I really didn't have too much of a negative experience there. That was easy for me. Just because you know, it was a bigger group of people, and I had my group of friends. So, and back then I had girlfriends. So those 2 years were easy for me. My junior year, I was in a small Christian school, so everybody pretty much got along there. There wasn't the cliques, there wasn't, you know, bullying, you know, that was an easy year for me. Going into my senior year was really tough because at that time I just moved to Arkansas, and I was the new kid, and of course, you know, being the new kid, sometimes it's hard for people to accept you. I did make a lot of friends in different groups, but that's when the teasing started again about just guys, maybe even girls, assuming I was gay. And I also, at that time, had girlfriends. This is obviously before I came out, and I was still picked on. There's times where I was confronted. I was harassed. I was bullied. And I remember a certain time, 2 guys literally kneeling down on the floor and proposing to me, just to make fun of me, in front of everybody. It was one guy that kneeled down, but there was 2 guys involved with the situation. And I kind of talked back, and I didn't hear anything from them ever again. That's kind of when that ended, and high school ended, and I graduated, and going into college, it definitely was a better experience. No one picked on you, you know, for anything. I had an amazing college experience, and I met a lot of great friends. Starting YouTube, the first 3 years were great, and then I was being harassed every so often. Again, people just assuming you're gay and picking on you, getting emails, being bullied, having some negative comments. I mean, it was tough, and there was times where I cried a lot. And I told friends about it, and I didn't really tell my family, because I am a very private person for most part. I don't really talk about my feelings very much, which is kind of a negative thing, because you really do need to talk about how you're feeling. But I do remember recalling telling some friends, people that I met on YouTube that I was really close to and still am close to. Huge shout out to Jamie. Love you, Jamie. I remember talking to her about a lot of it. And then I remember us making a video kind of, you know, saying, oh, I'm in the closet, I'm coming out of the closet. This was way before I came out. And that time on YouTube was really tough for me. I haven't had a lot of negative experiences since coming out, but I remember, I think it was 2012, going into 2013, which that was a tough time for me. 2013 was the time that I came to terms with who I was. I knew I was gay, and I didn't come out. I was scared to come out. I was scared to come out to family. I was scared to come out to friends, and I kept that in, and, you know, I didn't tell anybody. And that was eating me up a lot. I was going through depression at times. I was not a happy person. I remember I'd hang out with friends of mine, and they would talk about handsome, sexy guys, and I wanted to talk and say something, but I didn't. And that was a tough time. That was hard for me. And yeah, that was rough. And then going into 2014 was even worse. Before I came out, it was eating me up so much inside that there were times I came home and I cried. I didn't cry in front of people because I didn't want people to see me cry, and I still don't. That's kind of something that I do when I'm by myself, if I need to cry. But yeah, that was tough for me. The last month especially, maybe the last 2 months before I came out, was really tough for me. Because I knew I was gay, and I didn't say anything. So going into March of 2014 was kind of the best month. I had just gotten a job, which I'm still working at. And I looked in the mirror one day after talking to a friend of mine, and I said, I'm gay. And that was such a relief. And just the stress off my shoulders was slowly going away. And I told myself in the mirror, and I looked right in the mirror, and I said I was gay. And that was the time that things changed for me. And then I told friends. I told my two close friends, Brian and Doug, who are also gay. I told a friend who I'm not friends with anymore, because I came out and it really kind of put a heavy hit on this friend. I'm not going to mention who the friend was, but yeah, that friendship ended, unfortunately. But when I made the video and I told family and friends, it's been nothing but support. Like I said, I've had an amazing 4 years of my life overall. Just coming out and being gay and not having to hide my sexuality. So that is kind of where things are kind of at right now. I am a overall very happy person. I do have some downfalls. You know, when I came out, I thought, man, I'm gonna have a boyfriend sometime soon, and I still don't have a boyfriend, but I've learned that over time it's gonna happen. I think that's been the downfall of this, and I've had my heart broken at times, thinking that there is a relationship there and it doesn't happen. But it's been, like I said, an amazing 4 years, and I'm the happiest I've ever been because, again, like I've said, and I'm repeating myself, I'm not hiding my sexuality anymore. I can come on YouTube and make a video and be like, that guy's hot, or this is my favorite gay-themed movie. I can do that now, and when I'm on Facebook, I can, you know, mention that a guy is cute. Or I can tell friends that I think a guy is cute. I can tell a coworker. I am truly blessed for everybody in my life who has been supportive the past 4 years. So I just want to thank you all so much, and I kind of wanted to, like I said, just kind of talk about my life and me kind of finding out when I first liked boys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to wrap it up now, and I'm going to look back on this video. Maybe 4 years from now I'll make another video. You never know. I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years, so I don't see myself going away anytime soon. So I think maybe in about 4 years I'll make another video. But anyway, guys, this was just an emotional video for me to make. There's been times just talking about my past that I've almost cried, but I didn't. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got to know more about kind of my personal side. Or just me personally. There we go, me personally, because, you know, you guys know me. I've met a lot of people just from, you know, YouTube, and I've had a great time talking to them. And I've talked to a lot of great people just here on YouTube in general. And I've made some amazing friendships. But there's a good side that a lot of you guys don't know. You don't get to know me too much personally. You only get to know the movie side, or when I do make a video kind of talking about something else like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys got to know a little bit more about me and know about some parts of my past. Some were easy, some were hard. Not just, me and my sexuality, I guess, me hiding the fact that I was gay. You got to know about that. I don't know, I'm kind of emotional right now, so my brain's everywhere. But you got to know about my life growing up, me, having the first sign that I like boys, and me talking about being gay and not out about it. You got to know about that. But there's other sides of my life, me having cancer was a tough time, and just a lot more. But I did want to talk about me being gay and talk about my past with it, and talk about the experience I've had coming out. It's been 4 years. So I guess the last thing I want to say before I wrap this up is, if you're watching this video and you're gay, a lesbian, bisexual, transgender, LGBTQ now, just anybody in the community, really. If you haven't come out and you haven't been able to fully express who you are, if you watch this video, just know that even though I don't know you, I love you as a person. And if you ever need to talk to somebody, just feel free to message me. I haven't had a lot of experiences within the 4 years. I've had tiny experiences being a gay man, but I know what you're going through, because I was in that situation of, not being able to be who you are as a person, having to hide that from people around you. So if you ever need to talk, just message me, and to know that I love you. And I hope one day that you can come out and be who you are and not have to hide the person that you are, because you're a beautiful person. And if people try to bring you down, you push them away, and you have that positive light that you need, and have the positive people around you. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap that up. I'm getting a little bit emotional when it comes to talking about that too. But anyway, guys, thank you so much once again for your support the last 4 years. It means a lot to me. I love you all, and thank you once again. So as always, you guys are awesome. You guys rock. In with the positive, out with the negative. And like always, go eat some Skittles. Alright guys, remember, love is love.